Hey, good morning, folks. Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here with the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. The Pacific is riddled with storm systems right now, and the way that affects us is the timing of systems 5 and 6 days out are questionable. And I just want to be honest with you that, we get into winter and the storm systems are quite predictable 5, 6, 7 days out. We get to this time of the year and, if they move 250 miles a day faster, the forecast shifts a lot. So we'll definitely be good for the next 24 hours, 48, 72, 96 hours, 4 days, getting a little iffy. 5 and 6 days, it can change a lot. So in other words, don't get down if you see a good forecast for the weekend on Monday, and don't get too up if you see a great forecast too for that. But we'll make it through, and we'll eventually get out of this kind of pattern as well. So this morning it's still spotty, showery around places. The thumb has a patch of showers moving through. South Central has some showers, even spurts of showers through Lansing, Grand Rapids, Big Rapids, and then look to the northwest. That's the next disturbance that will come down into mostly West Michigan this afternoon and this evening. Satellite picture shows you the areas of clouds, and notice the curl, the active curl in clouds, Minnesota and Wisconsin moving southeast. That's the disturbance that will light up the radar again, not with severe thunderstorms, but in the late afternoon and evening we get this instability, and you'll see the showers increase. You'll see that actually on the radar forecast. Even the models know that principle also of afternoon and evening instability. Now, before we get into the day-to-day weather, I wanted to show you, there's the Pacific Ocean. Look at one storm hitting the west coast right now, a large storm in the middle of the Pacific, and an even larger storm on the left side of the screen. And that means that the rains every 3 or 4 days are not going to stop, at least for the next couple of weeks. Great weather for growing grass and growing a garden and growing crops, but you will have to time your outdoor activities to miss these showery and thunderstorm type days. By the way, it's severe weather season now here in Michigan, so if we get into one of these disturbances on a hot, humid day, then we go to severe thunderstorms rather than just your regular thunder showers. Hey, good morning, everyone. We're got over 100 here this morning. This is the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. And here is the radar forecast. So this is noon. So basically we're going to see the morning showers wane some, and the afternoon showers, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock, the afternoon showers increase in Lansing, Ann Arbor, Detroit area, the thumb, and then also in the southwest corner. Northern Michigan, you had a nasty day yesterday, and you probably do quite a bit better today with it mostly being dry. Here's another look at a different model, and this is this afternoon and evening. Notice how it also flares up, showers around the Saginaw Bay, the thumb, the southeast, and then this is as we go through the night tonight, and it is showery again, flaring up. We really don't clear out until we get to mid-morning tomorrow, and then we go into a dry stretch for tomorrow afternoon, Thursday, Friday, maybe Saturday. This is a longer term look, and remember, this model is trying to forecast those storms 3,000 miles away and moving pretty quickly. So when we get out to 5 and 6 and 7 days, that can vary a lot. But we do know that Thursday looks really nice, and Friday, definitely a work skipper Friday, looks very nice. And the next storm system, this model, our best model that far out, has slated for Saturday afternoon. Chloe Valentine, ball games tonight, Mayville and Davison, 5:30. Showery, possible, but, not thunderstormy, I would think. So again, taking this to next Saturday afternoon, I wouldn't worry about it just yet. We just know that a storm system hitting the Pacific Northwest will be here in a few days. And the theme you should get off of this, you continue to see these storm systems march across the northern part of the country and into our region. Eventually, there's going to be a lull in that, but for right now, it looks like good garden rains next couple of weeks. We'll be about 70 in a lot of places today, and maybe tomorrow even a little cooler in the upper 60s. And then Thursday looks like a great day, about 70, and Friday looks like it could be in the upper 70s. Saturday depends on the rainfall. Upper 70s unless you have clouds and rain. And again, this model says about 80 on Sunday. It does overall build the temperatures next week solidly into the low 80s. And I wanted to show you that kind of makes sense. Here's its upper air flow forecast and that trough moving off to the east. And then you'll notice that the atmosphere kind of expands as we get into next week. Not in a real hot sense, but in something that could get us into the 80s. And as we go out 16 days or so, June 11th, 12th, develops a trough on the east coast, a ridge on the west coast. That would be, about normal for us and would get us into the 80s, and then cold fronts come through and would drop us back to the 70s. No stagnation just yet is what we're seeing, and that's something that can happen as we get into the summertime. We can get into stagnation. No sign of that just yet. So you're going to dodge some rain. You're probably not going to have barn burning heat. If you're a real summer lover, you got to wait another week, and there's no sign of hot weather kicking in just yet. I feel like that's probably the second 2/3 of the summer, probably July and August, when we get into hot weather above normal temperatures and the 90s. But for now, early June, showing some rains and that we'll have to dodge. Hey, thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. This has been brought to you by Consumers Energy. Take care.